Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. I've got a new film review for you today, which I haven't done in a little while. I saw Venom, which is the Tom Hardy led Marvel movie, but not set in the Marvel universe, probably, film, based off the character of Venom, the symbiote, alien symbiote that comes down, infests the body of Eddie Brock, and then we get the creature known as Venom. This is an overall okay film, if I'm really honest. There was a lot of it I've seen with problems, but there's some good positives as well. But going forward, I will say about, I think this does deserve a second chance, iron out some of the problems and kind of really focus on what was really good. I'll start off with my good points, which was Tom Hardy was really good as Eddie Brock, and his interaction once the symbiote does attach itself to him, it's really good. It's kind of like it's talking to him inside his head, so he can hear it. But his kind of like initial reactions when he first starts to hear it, they're actually quite funny. There's a lot of humour in this, more so than what I thought there was going to be. Yeah, his interaction with the creature of Venom, especially there's a part where it kind of comes out and it forms his head and it's talking to him. That's all really good. The CGI is really good in this as well for the most part. I think the character look of Venom is great, especially when it kind of engulfs him and you see that the full character of Venom is really good. And his sort of back and forward, his delivery, his performance is really good. I really liked how he interacted with the symbiote itself. As well as some of the other sort of CGI I thought was really good. There's another symbiote known as Riot. He's in this. That kind of looks pretty cool when you see it in its full form. Yeah, some of the humour is quite good as well. Again, this was a lot funnier movie than what I thought it was going to be from the trailer. It looks quite sort of serious, but it does have a lot of humour into it, and some of it does land mostly through Hardy and Venom's interaction. But yeah, that was really good. That's kind of really it. Outside of that, the film has some big problems. The villain, especially the villain in this, is just rubbish, awful. They keep saying it's Riz Ahmed who plays the character, who he was in Star Wars: The Rogue One. He was Bodhi the pilot. He's been in a lot of good things. He's a really good actor, actually. I really like him. But this, I don't think he gets a lot to work with. I don't really blame him because he does well for what he was given, but he's so sort of generic and kind of like you never really understand what he's trying to do, why he's doing what he's doing, because he sends a rocket ship out to collect samples and it brings back this alien race, which turns out to be the symbiotes. But it just, there's no real motivation, there's no real reason. Okay, so why is he doing all this? And they keep saying, oh, he's a bad guy, oh, he's using people for experiments, but they never really show that. They show a little bit, and he kind of like he's just randomly this evil genius who's trying to stop the world, or I don't know. It's so just generic and bland, you don't really understand why he's doing what he's doing, so that kind of makes you not really care about him. Again, there's a doctor in that tries to, oh, I thought we were trying to help the world, now he's experimenting on people, but by the sounds of it, he's been doing this for years. So why suddenly now, when it shows you a couple of incidences, why are you suddenly now trying to stop it? And then why'd you go get Eddie Brock? And he makes some vague reason why she's not getting the police, why she's getting Eddie Brock, because Eddie Brock interviews him earlier on in the film. I think this film was just, yeah, outside of Venom, it's all a bit kind of generic superhero action film mush. Yeah, the story pacing is a bit all over the show. It kind of starts with it, then it jumps like 6 months. Well, why? Because there's something that's happening. I can't really spoil it, but there's something going on that shouldn't take 6 months to get to the point when it reaches, and it's a bit stupid that the fact that they jumped 6 months ahead. You could have literally just done that the next day or the next week. You don't really need to jump 6 months ahead. Yeah, just like I said, the Venom thing's good. I like Tom as a type. What I've liked to have seen though was probably a little bit more sort of him joining with the Venom symbiote, because it starts off obviously the symbiote kind of wants to take over, but then he kind of reverts and, okay, yeah, no, I like you, I want to stay, let's be friends, very quickly. Like I would have liked to have seen a lot more sort of joining with him, because the symbiote of Venom just does seem to just turn all of a sudden, yeah, no, I'll go along with some of the stuff that you want to do, and I'll do the stuff I want to do. yeah, there should have been a lot more. I think this film could have done it also with a higher rating. Although it's rated a 15 here, I don't quite see why. Like, the Venom symbiote looks a little scary, yeah, but no more scary than I've seen in most 12 rated films. The violence isn't massive. Like, there's no blood violence. Like, Venom does eat a few people, but you never see him actually get anyone. Like, you see him kind of like kneel down at the camera, and then they kind of say, "Oh, you bit that guy's head off," or "You've eaten that guy," but you never see it. I would like to have seen him actually. If you're going to make it a 15, make the violence. It would have added more to the Venom character, made him scarier, because he looks scary, but you never really see him do anything scary. So it doesn't. This whole anti-hero thing doesn't really work. He is generally a hero. He's not an anti-hero at all, really. But outside of that, it was okay. I wouldn't say you need to rush out and see this. I'd say if you want to wait till it comes out on TV or wait for the Blu-ray on Netflix, that would be fine. I don't think you really need to rush out and see it. It was okay, but like I said, it's just a lot outside of Venom. It was a lot of fluff, a lot of just generic 101 storytelling. I think this probably had a lot more depth to it, but I think in the editing they've cut a lot of that out and made it just a paper thin story, really. Hopefully, like I said, hopefully it gets a sequel, that Tom Hardy gets to come back as Venom, because they do kind of tease a sequel in it as well, which I would like to see where that goes. Anyway, thanks very much for watching. I'm sure it is a little bit vague, but like I said, this movie is a bit but what are you going to do? Sometimes these things happen. Anyway, thanks very much for watching. Catch you next time. Bye.